Hi. Um, Today is Monday, Thursday, and usually around this year, yung family ko, we have this, we serve in the Holy Week recollection. But not this year kasi merong ECQ. Anyway, so there are two sets of readings today. There's one for the Chrism Mass. Actually, hindi ko hindi ko pa na I don't remember if I've already experienced that, no. Um, and then there's yung sa the washing of the feet. Um, so yun yung I've read both. By the way, I use a lot of tools in reading. I but yung pinaka nagagamit ko is the Laudate app in the cellphone. Tapos I also read reflections through Laudate and Ditake. Um, and yun. So anyway, um, excuse me, what I read was yung what I will be reflecting on would be yung dun sa um, washing of the feet, because I think while I was reading it kanina, parang I don't know, for some reason I think the Lord spoke to me. Um, well, alam niyo yun, yung tipong nagbabasa ka and then um, you will yung biglang may thought na papasok sa utak mo, tapos biglang um, at first may isip mo baka distraction, pero baka pwede rin siyang message di ba? Parang um, nangyayari to sa akin kapag halimbawa naghuhugas ako ng pinggan or nagdidilig, di ba? While doing these routines, biglang, di ba, may thought na lang napapasok. And sometimes it happens when I read the scriptures for the day. Yun. So, um, kaya minsan maganda na meron ka na agad pen and paper to write down whatever comes to your mind, di ba? Anyway, so, washing of the feet. Alam natin yung picture na imagine na natin siya, di ba, na tapos during Monday service, Monday, Thursday na church service, sa gabi, um, that's when it happens. Like, yung priest, merong comes into the altar, yung sa harap, with uh, with people who will act as the 12 apostles. Pero anyway, so syempre nung time ni Jesus, so it's Jesus and then he has his disciples, and we parang ayun. So you would get the picture, right? So anyway, we all know that yung usual naman na naisip natin when Jesus did this was because he was showing um, it was an act of love and service for his disciples, right? So kasi I remember during one of the teachings, yung mga Bible study catechisms na yung feet daw yung pinakamadumi for the disciples or for anyone during their time, kasi they're only wearing sandals. And then syempre unlike us now na we have the option of wearing socks and shoes, diba? Closed shoes. Pero back then daw, they're just wearing sandals, tapos they're always walking, as hindi pa naman paved yung streets nila, so it's always dusty. And then sila, 'di ba, as disciples, as apostles of Christ, and si Jesus then he's also wearing sandals. I bet his feet are also dirty kasi um yun, they're always walking around when they're, 'di ba? Gala pa sila ng gala that time, 'di ba? Kasi they're going around healing the sick, helping the poor, um and serving the the last, the least, and the lost, diba? So, yun. So, di ba pag halimbawa, si Jesus at that time, he was the leader. Um, dapat siya yung isa-serve, pero yun nga, at that point, si Jesus yung nag-serve sa kanila by washing their feet. And it showed them that um, this service is also an act of love. Diba? Si Jesus, alam na niya na may magbe-betray sa kanya. Alam na niya na um, alam na niya na um, may magbe-betray, may magfa-forsake, may magde-deny, diba? And then it showed that Jesus is willing to bow down for them. And then yun, it's service. And even before mangyari pa yung denial, yung betrayal, diba? It shows us that Jesus loved them first. Diba? Yun yung, he loved them first. And then, ito yung actually nag-struck sa akin, dami ko sinabi, no? Parang, kasi, for me, the washing of the feet was also symbolic of Jesus washing away our sins. Diba? Sins usually is dumi. Dumi natin. Dumi ng tao, diba? Or dumi ng budhi, dumi ng heart. So, Jesus was washing us of our sins, diba? He was clean, or I imagined at that time when he was washing the feet of the disciples, he was clean, and yet, tinanggal niya yung outer garments niya, he bowed down, he cleaned the the feet of his disciples, and eventually some of the dirt would also go on him, diba? I mean, he was willing to get down and dirty washing his apostles' feet, and it was pretty symbolic of what he was about to do. He was willing to die the death of a grave sinner, even if siya mismo was clean and sinless, diba? So yun, it while I was reading this, while I was reading everything else, that was what struck me. He was clean, he was sinless, and yet he was willing to be dirty. He was willing to clean us of our sins. It was somehow a form of forgiveness, of washing away of our sins. So, and it's also a call, um it's also a call for us, diba? Kasi he took our place on the cross. And it was a call for us of how we should be taking his place. Like, I know this is long already, no? It's already 8 minutes. Ang haba kasi ng introduction ko. Anyway, when I was struck by this, parang it 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 sort of reminded me of how, as when this movement, this charismatic movement was beginning, di ba? We are sometimes humiliated, yung tipong napapahiya tayo just because we are attending prayer meetings, pinagtatawanan tayo just because we are praising and worshiping, yung mga alive nga before, diba? So it was and that was part of it. That was part of serving God. That was part of loving his people, and that's part of showing them how we can serve them. And these are things that Jesus also experienced. He was humiliated, diba? Pinagtawanan siya, pinag-isahan siya while he was being beaten, diba? Parang, oh, kala ko ba king 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 of the Jews ka? Bakit sorry. Akala ko king of Jews ka, bakit? Or anak ka ng Diyos, bakit hindi mo masave yung sarili mo? So, so that was part of his humiliation. And then he was betrayed, but he was denied na I don't know him, I'm not with this guy. And yet, he loved us first. This happens every week, every Holy Week. When I really remember yung what he did, and if we deserve, um and if we deserve even yung how he saved us, how he loved us, if we deserve that, it it really just moves me, no? Wala, tomato nose na ako. Anyway, ayun, hi, this is so raw, sorry. Yeah, so I guess that's it. That's one aspect that I saw today. I was struck today that um he served us, he loved us, he cleaned us and washed away our sins, and he died for us because of that love. So um yun, I'm not sure how to end this. But yun, um there's an online Holy Week retreat later. Um, it happens in an hour. So, yun, 9 o'clock. Yun, nag-plug na rin ako, no? In case you need other, in case you need another tool na, or yung parang, if case naghahanap kayo ng pang recollection or retreat, you can go to youtube.com/feasttv official, if I remember that correctly. That's how you're ayun, yun. So tomorrow is Good Friday. It's going to be another reflection, and most likely baka umiyak ulit ako. Anyway, ayun, that's it. Thank you for watching.